So I've already done my foundation, brows and lashes. I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. For concealer, I always use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I haven't found a concealer that I truly love other than that one. So if you have any suggestions, just put them down below in the description box. To blend out my concealer, I always use a beauty blender. I really got this one from Ulta. I think it's like 2 for like $10 or something. You honestly don't have to have the beauty blender from Sephora. It's honestly no difference. They do the same thing, blend out. And for my concealer, I usually like my eyes to be really light underneath, really highlighted. So after I finish the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, I go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Creamy Beige, just to give it more a kiss. I'm just really blend it out to my liking. And since I've gotten darker, which I do love the tan that I had when I was on vacay, I'm going to go ahead and put some translucent powder under my eyes. And for the translucent powder, I think I'm using Slay by KC. It's one of the promos I think I did. Her translucent powder is really good. Other than the Laura Mercier translucent powder, this is the only other translucent powder that I have used. No. It is, I think it's Benign Banana Powder. I think that's the only other translucent powder that I have used. And I always, since it's summer and I'm not sure why, but since I've gotten a tan, I've been getting way more oily than usual. And I usually don't bake like this, but since, like I said, I've gotten a tan, and I'm not sure if the humidity is more intense but I've been getting a little more oily, so I've been having to bake in the areas that I've been getting oily in, which is mostly around the T-zone, of course. But usually when I bake, I usually bake just near my nose to where I'm going to contour, but now I've actually been having to bake under my eyes, on my chin, right here and right here. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go in first with NYX Matte Bronzer, which is one of my favorites. also like the other bronzer that I only use is MAC in Deep Dark, I think. It's really awesome. And then when you bronze, you want to make sure you get under your chin. I don't do my forehead only because my face, it's kind of round, and always my mom and a lot of family always tell me that I have a fat face. So I don't tend to go around the perimeter right here, only because if I do that, it would actually make my face come more in. So I try to just keep it right here on my cheeks, and I always do a little up there, and then I just do under my neck and stuff. And then I'm gonna go in and go with the MAC, the Deep Dark Mineralized Skin Finish. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite bronzers ever. I'm not sure if I want to actually try any other bronzers, to be honest. And then next I'm going to go in and start contouring my nose. So I always use the bronzer, the first bronzer that I bronzed with, which was the NYX bronzer. And I'm going to use, I'm not sure what type of brush this is, if it's a flathead brush, but I know it's from e.l.f. And I'm just going to go in and go slightly on the side of my nose, under the tip. And I swear, you guys, I always wanted to get surgery on my nose, only because I always thought my nose was really, really wide. And I hated it, especially when I used to like smile. But now, as I've gotten older and truly appreciate everything God has given me, I would never get surgery on my face, ever, unless, you know, something tragic happens. But you know, that's like, hope that happens. But far as to my own liking, I'm just going to continue to contour and do what I need to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a just a little blending brush, I guess, whatever brush this is, and just blend it out. And my bronzing for my contour, and whatever you want to call it, it's not to everybody's liking, and nothing has ever got to be to anybody's liking. It's to your liking. So everything I do is to my liking. So if I want my contour lines to show some days, which most of the time they will, then it's exactly what I want. And I want it how I want it. So, and then after that, I just go ahead and put a little more powder on the sides of my nose. And then I just let it bake and sit. I don't necessarily want it to sit that long, but I just let it sit for about a good 4 to 5 minutes, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let that sit, and then I'll just go ahead and do a little eyeliner in my waterline. I tell you guys, when I used to do makeup, some people were so sensitive in this area. It was almost unreal. Some people would cry. Some people would laugh. I mean, it would just be unreal. And I always just tell people just stay calm when you're doing it. Only because you can poke yourself in the eye, which I have done a couple of times. You know, it's really not fun. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dust. Slightly take my time and dust the powder off my forehead. And always when you try to do your makeup, like me, I always try to put like a messy shirt on or something where I know I'm going to get it dirty and I know I'm not going to wear it out. So I always try to have a shirt on where if I do have spill foundation or have loose eyeshadows going everywhere, that it's a shirt that I know I'm never going to wear out again. And then just continue to blend, blend, blend. It takes a lot of blending. I usually, if it's for everyday makeup, I don't do this. I honestly don't even use a liquid foundation if it is for everyday makeup. Also for foundation, I used the L'Oreal True Match foundation only because I had to hurry up and go get something for when I got darker, and I knew exactly what to get. I didn't want to try a new foundation that I had no experience with or anything. And then just continue to blend, blend, blend. Now, for my highlighter, I always use, so I had to go run in the other room and get my highlighter. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go back in a little more with my bronzer from MAC. Only because I do want to be bronzed. Sometimes I don't overdo my bronzer. Sometimes I do. So it's whatever I feel like doing, honestly, on that day. Or how I want my face to look. One thing I can say that your makeup can either make or break you. So like some days it looks like I can have a nose job or my nose is really skinny or whatever, but it's only because that's how I want my nose to look on that day, if you know what I mean. I think some people can relate. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back in. I always contour my nose twice, so I'll go back in with the first time I did was the NYX bronzer, and for the second time I go back in with the MAC bronzer, only because this is more darker than the NYX one. I just want my nose to be really contoured. So I go back in and put just a little translucent powder on the sides of my nose. Okay, so for the part for highlight, I love the Anastasia Ultimate Glow Kit. Right now mine looks terrible. I've had it for about 2 years, so that lets you know that if you do buy this, I think it was $40 at Ulta, but again, I bought it like 2 years ago. So it's the Ultimate Glow Kit, and I always go in with a very, very small brush, and then I always go in using Golden Dawn and Hot Sand, and I always use some type of spray. So sometimes if I don't have like a setting spray or just anything wet that I can make my brush wet with, I just use just a tad bit of water, and I always oh my god, I always go in first and dip my brush into the highlighters. And for today, I'm actually going to spray my brush with the Mario Badescu, I don't know, but I always use this essential water. It's really awesome. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you don't have to have a spray that says setting spray. It does not have to always say setting spray. This spray is for just if I wake up in the morning and my skin looks dull, then I'll use this to actually freshen it up and make it look like I'm coming to life and have some type of life in me. So you don't always have to use something that says setting spray. And then I just spray my brush a couple of times, and then I just go ahead and go in with that highlight. And sometimes if I want it to be really highlighted, I'll go back in again. Don't spray it, and then just dab it on there. And then that's honestly it. Now, if I do want to intensify my highlight sometimes, what I'll do is that I will put a liquid illuminizer on before I put my foundation on. And then I'll let that sit in for about a good 5 minutes. But today I didn't do that. This is what I usually do. And then I just let it sit in for about a good 5 minutes, then apply my foundation, and then I'll actually go in and do this step, which will intensify the highlights. But that's only if I want like an overall highlight look, which is very rare. Only if I want like a dewy look, and sometimes I go for like a more matte look on my face. And then that's honestly, guys, all I do for everyone that's always asking me about my highlight. Now, I'm not sure, again, I don't use any other highlighters, so I'm not sure if it depends on the highlight that you're using, or I'm not sure. But for this, I just always use this glow kit. It's really my favorite. If you do use like a highlight from like the drugstore, so for something like Maybelline or something, I'm pretty sure if you just do the step that I just told you, dip your brush into the highlighters first, and then spray it with some type of mist, or you can just, like I said, put your brush under the water, just swipe it up under there for a quick second, and then apply your highlighter. I'm pretty sure it will intensify your highlighter just like it intensifies mine. So, but I do want to do try different highlighters. Oh my goodness, try different highlighters, and probably do a first impressions on some things. So if you have And then I always do my Cupid's bow. Some people hate it, some people don't. And I honestly don't care. Never care what anybody says or likes about your makeup. It's what you like. Some people say it's too much for the Cupid's bow. I actually love it. It just intensifies my Cupid's bow. And then I always do the tip of my nose. Always. I just feel like it adds. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you guys in my next video. Bye.